Are here at the Tennis Channel studios in Los Angeles. I'm Steve Weissman, and the person you want to see is Maria Sharapova, five-time Grand Slam champion. These are your books,
yes.
Your new book.
Unstoppable, my life so far. You know how many times I've said that in the last couple of days? Way too many. Yeah, last day of that. But
so we're going to be signing these books live. You're going to be signing these books live over the next 45 minutes to an hour. Go to sharapovabook.com.
Yes.
If you want to ask a question to Maria, and we can have that for you right here.
Or they can order a book, and I'll be signing it.
And please do order the books. It's a great gift, and it's a fantastic book. So I read this book in a couple of days on the beach in Manhattan.
You're supposed to read it in one day, but okay, I'll take it.
It took me a couple days because I really wanted to, gather all of the information.
Right, I understand.
What was the impetus for writing this book to start with?
Well, to share my journey. I think so much of my life has been in the public eye since I won Wimbledon at 17 years old, but it's the story and the journey that started so many years beforehand, moving to America when I was just 6.5, and really just all the obstacles that we overcame as a family to get me to become a Wimbledon champion. And of course, there's some bits after that as well.
Fascinating story. If you don't know the story of Maria Sharapova, you need to get this book, but we'll tell you some of it. I mean, obviously, you said you came here when you were 6.5 years old. Let's go back to before that, when you were born in Russia. Tell me about the whole Chernobyl incident and how that affected your life.
Right. Well, I was, my mother was pregnant with me, living in Belarus when Chernobyl happened. She was living very close to the explosion, and then they fled to Siberia, and that's the reason I was born in Russia. Otherwise, I would have been born in Belarus. And then when I was 2, they moved to the south, which was, I think, a smarter move. Not as cold, a lot warmer, and that's where I began tennis. Because there were, in the summertime, a lot of people play tennis. My dad was a fan, played it for fun. That's how I picked up a racket and was discovered by Martina Navratilova at the age of 5 in a clinic. She sort of singled me out amongst other kids and told my father that we would, if we wanted to pursue this opportunity, and we'd have to go to the United States. And so my dad found a way to buy a ticket, get a visa, and off we were.
We're going to have you keep signing these books,
okay, so
because you have like 150 books to sign.
Right, I better
Can you talk and sign?
Yeah, I multitask.
Okay.
Yeah.
Walk, chew
but
gum,
that
talk,
usually
and sign.
means that I don't do everything well if I multitask, but that's okay. I'll get it done.
You can give me the book, and then I'll put them over here so you can.
Okay.
You know
Sounds
that
good.
It's not. You talked about a bunch of your coaches in this book as you grew up. Your first coach in Russia, Yudkin?
Yudkin. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did he mean to your development at an early age?
He was an interesting guy. He was very technical, so he was great for someone that's just starting out tennis. He really believed in the beginnings, like in the strokes and the grip, everything that I needed at the time. He also liked vodka very much.
Okay. Who doesn't?
Well, especially when you're from Russia.
Yep.
But like on the court vodka drinking, which was a little surprising as a little kid, but I guess maybe not in Russia.
Yeah.
I don't know if they still do that, but who knows?
Whatever works.
Whatever works.
You got to be relaxed on the court, right?
Yeah, he's since passed away, unfortunately, but he was a big part of of the reason that I started playing tennis. Because otherwise, I don't know what other coach I would have had. In Russia.
The book, Unstoppable. And so what makes you unstoppable is the fact that you've had so many things in your life, Maria, where it could have stopped.
Right.
But then it didn't. So when you came over here with your father, and a big portion of this book is about Gioi, your father, and his belief in you as a young child, that it was going to happen no matter what.
Right. Yeah, well, I say that this book is very much about my father as it is about me, because when you're young, you're not making all of the decisions, right? You're trusting that the people around you, and in my instance, it was my father, that they're making the right decisions based on what you're looking for in your life and your career. And people noticed that I was talented and that I had a chance to become a great player, but it's like, what do you do? And I think the best gift he gave me was he was able to take his ego aside and say, I'm not a coach, I don't know how to do this, but I will allow other people to come in and teach me while teaching my daughter. And he's been involved in my career ever since.
Absolutely incredible. We're going to take some of your questions right now. I've got this this iPad ready to go.
Sign these.
By the way, sharapovabook.com.
Yep.
And you can get your question to Maria. So what does your normal morning consist of? This is from Will in San Diego.
Hi, Will. I need to go to San Diego. My goddaughter
it's a beautiful place.
My goddaughter lives in San Diego, and I'm off. What was the question? Sorry.
What does your normal morning consist of?
My
when you wake
normal
up,
morning.
What do you do?
For like today, well, I haven't been in California since Stanford, so it's been a long time. So this morning I spent like an hour opening boxes that have been at my house that nobody's cared to open.
And your dad's there, right?
My dad's visiting, and well, he doesn't open boxes, so
he does everything but open boxes.
Yeah. And what else did I took a walk on the beach. I love doing that in the morning. If I'm getting up early, I like to go to my favorite little coffee spot. I do that. I
yoga?
do some
Any
work.
yoga today?
I haven't done yoga today, and I'm scared to do it because I haven't been in the hot room in a while, and I don't know. After 4 days of like not training, I'm feeling a little I don't know, out of it.
Soho yoga could do wonders.
I know. I need to get back into that routine. Shout out to Soho Yoga.
All right, Michael from Orlando, Florida. What is your favorite place in the world?
Favorite place in the world? Wow. I really enjoy going to Japan. And I would say, like for an escape, I'd go to Japan and just wander
what do you love
around
about Japan?
I love the culture. I love the people. I love the way that they treat other people. I don't know. There's like a sense of, I feel lost there all the time, obviously, because I don't understand anything and I don't know the people. But I don't know. I feel secure. I feel like I'm wandering and learning and getting to know each area. And then I want to go to, I want to see all the cherry blossoms in Japan around like April, which I never get to do because I'm playing then.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's on my to-do list.
Japan. All right. What's your favorite?
Have you been to Japan?
I've never been to Japan. I've been to Hong Kong, but not Japan.
Not the same.
Not a lot of Japanese fans from Maria. What's your next tournament? Where are you going next?
I am playing in Beijing.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm that's next on my schedule. It's coming right up, so.
What are the dates?
That's a good question.
All right, well,
I don't know. You work for the tennis channel. You should know. And I'm playing it, so I really should know. But I think it's in 2 weeks.
1 week from Sunday.
No, I think it's 2 weeks from Sunday.
2 weeks from Sunday. I've got bad information from my producer here.
Oh, your producer. Oh, I didn't know you had a producer.
I have somebody in my ear that's trying to help me through this.
So
thing.
you're right. 1 week from Sunday.
No, 2 weeks. You were right.
Okay.
You know
well, then
schedule.
I'm right.
Yeah. So you get another week of signing books and
No.
and talking
Today's
to your
the
fans.
last day, guys. So sharapovabook.com for your.
By the way, you put that up. There's an adorable photo of you on the back. Tell me, where is this? When was this?
So I believe this was court number 3 at the Nick Bollettieri Tennis Academy, and you see that expression on my face. Obviously, I don't like that player behind me, and then that haircut that my father did.
You don't like
those
that?
bangs. No, that's not straight as it's supposed to be.
Okay.
It's a little wobbly.
You still play the same racket, I feel like.
Yeah, that was some. I don't know. That's a head, but I don't know what version that was. It's probably the cheapest one my father could find.
But your first racket was a Yevgeny Kafelnikov racket?
It was.
Is that right?
His father, so my father and his father played tennis for fun. And when I had begun playing tennis, his father handed me Kafelnikov's racket. And so it was way too big for me. I had to, my father immediately cut the grip off. And it still looked ridiculous because it was heavy and, I don't know, it wasn't the kids' rackets that they have these days, which you can purchase that are pink and pretty and all those things.
Not like your jacket.
No, my jackets. This is not pink and pretty. This is like Michael Jackson rock and roll.
Okay.
You got to get your fashion together. Come on.
Clearly, I need some help in that area.
This is like Kate Moss, right? And I'm wearing a Blondie t-shirt. There you go.
You talk about retail therapy. Speaking of fashion, and
I do.
After you lose a match, you may buy some things.
Yep.
So what's your favorite thing that you've bought post defeat?
Post defeat, cupcakes. Food therapy. Yeah, I think fashion therapy has turned into food therapy for me.
Now it's cupcakes.
Now it's cupcakes.
No more shoes. No more.
No, yeah. When I was young, I would love to get a pair of shoes, but those are not as valuable anymore. I feel like.
The food doesn't last very long either. So
it does.
Food and flour.
No, the feeling of food lasts a long time. I know.
All right. What's your favorite restaurant in the world?
Oh, in the world?
Yeah, we can go Tokyo if you want.
One of them is Hiko in LA. It's a Japanese restaurant. It's a very small Oh God! Now that I said that, I'm kind of feel like it was a little treasure that I knew.
You gave away?
That I gave away, but it's great.
These are all
Great
Sharapova
sushi.
fans, though, so...
I understand. So
these are your people.
Come find me there for an autograph session. Great sushi. It's like just one chef making sushi. It's a small counter bar with a few tables in the back. Highly recommend it.
Eco. All right, I'm gonna check that
Bring
out.
your credit card because it's not cheap. And yeah, that's probably my favorite.
Favorite restaurant in the world. What's your favorite, like...
I mean, I have a few others, but...
Dessert. Because, you like the cupcakes, but...
I do like cupcakes. I love anything with dulce de leche. So...
What's that?
You don't... What? You
Dulce
don't know?
de leche?
Yeah, you don't know what dulce...
Does that have anything to do with Dolce & Gabbana, or like...
No, it's like... Oh, no. Do I really have to explain?
Yeah.
Does anyone know what dulce de leche is? Yes. Oh,
We do? Okay.
You're fired.
Am I the only one that doesn't know what Dulce de leche is?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right.
You have to get a Haagen-Dazs ice cream. That's dulce de leche flavor. Thank me later.
It's caramel? Like what?
Yeah,
It's caramel.
a caramel swirl.
Okay.
It's delicious.
Dulce de leche.
And then, do you like churros? 'Cause I love
Yeah,
churros.
obviously. Yep. I like Mexican food in general.
Okay, well, churros sometimes come with dulce de leche on the side with like this, like
Like a sauce.
it can be a sauce, right?
Okay. Or maybe just ice cream or a sauce.
Well, it can be both. Yeah,
All right.
it's a flavor.
So sushi and dulce de leche.
Yeah.
Let's get another question from one of your fans.
Okay.
How about this one from Bill in Surrey? So this is from England. What's your favorite song to dance to?
Favorite song to dance to? Anything by Michael Jackson works for me. I feel like Kanye West is, pretty good with those dance options.
Yep.
Beyonce, all the single ladies, all the single ladies. Yep.
Put your hands up.
Put your hands up.
All right, that one gets you going.
Yeah.
Did you celebrate Bay Day the other day?
No, what's that?
It was Beyonce's birthday.
No.
Okay.
Didn't. Forgot about that.
All right.
Wasn't on my calendar.
You gotta, I don't know Dulce de leche. You don't know her birthday.
Yeah. All. It's 1-all.
Let's get one from... All right, how about Joanne? She's another person from England, Nottinghamshire.
Hello, Joanne.
If you hadn't become a tennis professional, what other career do you think you may have pursued?
I don't know if I would have, but I would love to be an architect. I think that's, I'm fascinated by buildings and structures, and if I had the chance, I would probably be doing that.
Architecture. Yeah. Have you, I know you went to Harvard Business School during your time off.
I built a home, so that was like my first.
You designed it?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so that was really, I felt like that was my first experience into that world, and I'm looking to do more, so.
All right.
Yeah.
Look for SharapovaArchitecture.com. Right now it's SharapovaBook.com. The many levels of Maria. Once again, go to SharapovaBook.com. Get your questions in if you want Maria to answer them. She's signing all these books live.
For what, the next 45 minutes? So.
For the next 45. Well, we've been here for like 10 to 15, so maybe like a half hour left.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You've had a busy life the last week, I would say. I mean, busy life in general, but the last week with this whole book coming out.
Yeah.
What's been your favorite thing, other than your Tennis Channel interview with myself and Justin Gimelstob? What was the favorite thing?
Let's not go crazy.
That you did in the past week for this book?
I think the best was my autograph session at Barnes & Noble on Fifth Avenue. Just seeing, I'm always nervous before these events because I feel like no one is going to show up. So I send invites to all my friends, stay in line, pretend like you're in, like there's interest. But when you drive up to a store and you just see the line, going out the door and around the building and to the next street, you're like, oh my goodness.
I'm kind of a big deal.
No, I don't think that. No, I definitely don't think that. But it's special. And I feel like a book signing is just very different than any other signing. They're there to read your story and to buy this piece of your life. So it feels much more personal than any other autograph session that I've done.
SharapovaBook.com. Once again, get your questions in.
I think I need to change Sharpies.
All right, it's a good thing we got 3 for you.
I know. Yes, you always need more. You need
extra
extras.
Sharpies here for Maria.
Books down.
Right. We have a call in from Alana in San Antonio, Texas.
Oh, cool.
So let's get this call from Alana.
Oh, that's cool. Hello, Alana?
Hello. Hi, Maria.
Hi, how are you? Where are you?
I am in San Antonio, Texas.
San Antonio, Texas. I've never been there.
Got the
How
River
is
Walk.
it there?
It's
Do you
nice
like
spot.
it there?
Yeah, it's great. The weather's nice and warm. It's not bad. You should come visit.
Please, I'd love an invite. Yeah, I didn't get an invite to Beyonce's party, so maybe I can get an invite to San
To
Antonio.
San Antonio.
Perfect.
Okay. What is your question?
First, I want to say congratulations on the book. I
Thank
can't
you.
wait to read it. My question is there an athlete out you admire?
Outside of tennis?
Yes.
Many. I admire many athletes. I'd say the athlete that I met that I never got a chance to see live was Michael Jordan. I ran into him accidentally at an airport, and I'm not starstruck very often, but when I saw him and he recognized me and said hello, I was like, you know who I am. And it was quite surreal. I think he set an amazing example, not just when he was, at the top of what he was doing, but I think afterward as well, and what he was able to contribute to sport and sort of build this, this amazing business behind it, kind of be involved, from Air Jordan to all the other business ventures he has. So I think he set a really great example for many athletes. Yeah,
All right,
I think.
awesome.
Thank you so much for calling in. I hope you love the book. I'm signing books right now, and I'm sure you'll be getting one of them.
All right, great.
Okay,
Thanks so
have a
much.
great day. I'm waiting for my invite. Bye.
You're invited.
Bye.
Hey, there you go. You're invited to San Antonio.
I know.
Alana.
I wanna go.
Just look up
I wanna
Alana
go.
in the white pages.
Okay.
And there. So Michael Jordan.
Yeah,
obviously the GOAT, right?
Yeah.
The GOAT of GOATs.
Yeah, exactly. He's special. So.
What? Any interactions with Roger Federer that you've had? What any relationship there?
Yeah, I know it's amazing. Like we all say how easy he makes everything look, but behind the scenes how many hours and work it goes into making it look so flawless.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I admire that he's faced injuries and some breaks, and coming out and having the year he has is really cool to see.
Well, what do you think is the biggest story in tennis this year? Is it Roger and Rafa? Is it?
They've set the bar high, right?
That's pretty incredible.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible. And every year has a new beginning, and I feel like there are a lot of questions about whether they would be able to return to that level and to be able to just, kind of shut down the critics and say no matter how many injuries, no matter how old we are, we're still in it. So. Yeah,
they certainly winning all 4 slams this year. I think if you could have gotten odds on that, Lloyd's of London or something,
right. It was probably
insane. Let's get another question from one of your fans here. Stephanie in Kingston, Ontario. So you got some Canada love.
Okay.
Stephanie wants to know, what are the top 3 things that you are most proud of at this point in your life?
Most proud of, I would say one, for being able to support my family, like my extended family, and just I think having security in your life about that your cousins and grandparents are all right. Most of them live back home, so just to be able to have that internal security that I'm able to help them no matter with what they need, or medically, or to go to school for my cousins, just always being there for them. That's one. Proud of, I guess, just the commitment I've been able to carry for many years for what I do. I think there's so many different paths that you can take and distractions, and so I think that's, and what else? I don't know, I try to be a good daughter.
All right.
I feel like I should, maybe I can
you let your
acknowledge
parents
that.
stay at your house? That's nice.
I do, yeah.
You buy the groceries?
No, my mom buys the groceries. Yeah.
What was
When
that like?
she's home.
Because you talk about in the book, when you're 6, you come over with your father, and obviously your mom had to stay in Russia because of visa issues. What is that like as a child to be, not have your mother for a couple of years?
So hard, and I think just looking at it from her side, even harder, because I was young, and I don't think I really understood how difficult it really was. And part of it was, now we have this direct communication with people, so we can see them instantly, we can see their face even though they're on the other side of the world. But not having that, I think so you're able to keep your distance. I think it actually helped me, because if I would have been able to see her all the time, I would have wanted to see her in person. So having like weekly phone calls or like sending letters, it was the way that you communicated back then. But I don't know, it was hard. I didn't like the way my dad cut my hair or some of the things, some of the clothes that he bought, and I missed that from her, small things.
You don't like the haircut on the back of your book, but you did choose it to be on your book.
I did choose it because this is this is exactly what it felt like for me. I have a resting bitch face. I don't know if we can.
Yeah, this is your Facebook. You can
so
say whatever you want. Your book signing.
Yeah. I'm sure my fans don't mind like one bad word, a few minutes.
You drop some in here.
I definitely do. I feel like it wouldn't be authentic if I
love that.
it.
I love that part. I also like how you had diary excerpts in here.
Yeah.
Where do you keep this diary?
Yeah, I had them laying around, like in Florida and some in California, and I was looking through them, and no, I was really surprised by the mentality I had. Like when I was really young, a lot of them. Most of them are not in the book because they weren't part of the context. But no, I was very determined. A lot of them were, I'm going to do great today. I'm going to win my match. My father's going to be happy, and tomorrow we're going to work on this part of my game. So I was like, everything revolved around me becoming better, which is, I don't know. I feel like now that I look back. Yeah. I feel like that's not what young girls would be like. Oh, I want to go to the mall and, get some sparkles.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know. I think obviously I knew that I was there, that I arrived to America for a reason, and that was definitely part of it. And, I knew that many people were sacrificing for me to be there. And so maybe there was this feeling in me that I wanted to give back, and I wanted to do everything that I could to be successful.
SharapovaBook.com. Get your questions in for Maria. She is signing books live right now.
Signing right here. There's my signature.
And you're going to be at the Grove later today.
I'm going to be at the Grove at 7 p.m.
Okay. It's in Los Angeles. So
that is in Los Angeles.
Not
so anyone around there? No. No, it is not. Not yet. That's another place I haven't been to. You haven't
been there yet either.
I haven't been to Mississippi.
All right, you need to go to San Antonio in Mississippi.
Maybe someone should call us from Mississippi so they can invite me over.
All right. I think you can just go.
Okay.
On your own.
Yeah, that's true.
Just venture out.
Sounds lonely.
You've got a whole team here. You talk about a lot of people in the book. Your agent, Max, who's everywhere with you.
Who's
Estelle,
currently sleeping on the couch behind his camera.
One of your best friends.
He's been sleeping through this whole press tour. He doesn't even know what's going on.
I know. You put him on your Instagram. You kind of call him out for that.
I do. Did you notice how I cover his stomach up? I'm actually doing him a favor because when he's sleeping, his whole gut is like out here.
But I feel like you also said in the book something about over the years that things have changed.
Yeah, he's been my manager since 11 years old, which is that's a unique situation, especially in a business environment. And so, yeah, we tell each other like it is, like that he has a big gut. And love you, Max.
What's the coolest endorsement, sponsorship thing that you were like, I love this product, or I want to do this, and then it came to fruition?
Wow. Well, when I was younger, I really loved fashion. So, I still like it now, but maybe not as much as I did back then. Like I really love design. I love clothes, and I love putting things together. So like my collaboration with Tiffany was very cool. Getting to meet Frank Gehry, and then designing a line. My own tennis collection for Nike was very special. I've got a fun project coming up that I can't talk about yet, but that's something is in a sphere of work that I really enjoy. So I think that will be really interesting.
Did you design your dress at the U.S. Open this year?
I worked with Riccardo Tisci on that dress.
It was awesome.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks.
Coolest.
What did you do? The black
dress.
or the
black?
The black.
So leather, lace, and Swarovski crystals.
Oh, there was no leather. But
no leather. It was shiny.
Shiny. Right.
Okay.
That doesn't
it appeared that
necessarily
way on television. But
good. It was like a visual effect.
It was cool looking. We're going to play 22 questions in 2 minutes.
Okay,
you ready for this?
This scares me, but yes.
All right.
I'm ready.
22 questions, 2 minutes. Start the clock now if you're at home.
Uh-oh.
Question 1. Who inspires you most?
My family.
Okay. Who would you like to trade places with if you could?
Marilyn Monroe.
All right. Why?
There is no why. Is there a why?
This is my job. I find that fascinating as an answer.
I think she's, I loved, I mean, not that I know her, but I know of her, and I hear of her, and I've read about her, but I don't know. I thought she was a very interesting character, and like if there's someone I want to have dinner with or invite to a dinner party, it would be her.
Awesome. Who makes you laugh the most?
My hairstylist, Adir.
Okay. What's the last joke he told you?
What is the last? Oh, he this morning was late to do my hair, which is probably why it looks awful right now.
That's not true at all.
No, he told me that he was late, 10 minutes, and I texted him. I wrote, boo. And he wrote, what's going on? I said, where are you? He goes, I'm seeing you at 3:30 today. I was like, no, you're not. You're supposed to be here. And he was outside of my garage.
Oh.
So that was not fun. Because I was about to call his agent.
His agent? Wow. Hair with agent? That's amazing. This is clearly taking more than 2 minutes.
Yeah, we're past 2 minutes.
But that's okay. That's okay. No, I didn't know that.
Of course, yeah. Are you kidding
Everyone's
me?
got an agent?
Do you know how much money these people make? Like,
well, if they do your hair a lot.
No, sometimes I feel like I need to be a hairstylist.
Architecture, hairstyling.
It's a good gig.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Who was the most unexpected person in your phone?
Oh, I don't think that's, like, there are a few.
That are unexpected? What does that mean?
I don't know. I just don't, yeah. I definitely have a few that people wouldn't expect me having on my phone, but
You don't want to go there?
No, not really.
Okay. Who's the coolest person in your phone? That you're like, you scroll, because some people like, if have Maria Sharapova in their phone, they're like, oh, well, that's my coolest person.
I'm not someone that likes to share, especially people that are like well known in the world. Like I don't know. I don't like to share that.
Okay.
I feel like it's more personal and.
We'll move on. This could be a part of this, but I don't know.
No.
Who's the last person you called or texted?
Probably my mother it is my mom because I haven't spoken to her in a few days because of this press tour, and that's very unusual.
Okay.
So I haven't. Yeah. I was like, Mom, I'm alive. Yeah.
Check. She didn't call you.
Check my Instagram out. I'm still alive. I'm changing looks every 10 minutes, but I'm there.
Is your mom on Instagram?
My mom is definitely not on Instagram.
Is your dad? You got to get them on the social media.
My dad doesn't even know what Instagram is.
So they're not watching your Facebook Live signing right now?
No, they're not.
It's disappointing.
It is.
I know the last book I read for question 7. It's this one.
Okay.
What's the last book you read? That's question 7
I
here.
read Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl, and it is incredible. It's a story that goes way back of a survivor during Auschwitz, during the war, and I don't know, I learned so much from it, and I've read it a couple times already.
Wow, you read books twice.
Yes. Highly recommend it.
All right, cool. What one thing do you need to have in your fridge at all times?
Veganese. Do you know what that is?
Vegan eggs?
No, veganese. That's like a brand of mayonnaise that's vegan.
Okay, no, I don't know that either.
I love mayonnaise.
Dolce de leche and veganese.
Wait, are we done with signing books? Wow.
I don't know, you've like knocked it out.
I'm nailing
You're just crushing it.
It's vegan mayonnaise. I have like a mayonnaise obsession.
Okay.
I think it's because I'm Russian, so everything that we just like mayo with everything.
Sure.
So I found a vegan version. Which
Are you
is
vegan?
Great. No.
You just want vegan mayo?
I look like that? This is not vegan.
But you want vegan mayo. I find that.
Yeah, because it doesn't have dairy. So.
Okay. Do you not do dairy? You do the
prefer
ice
not
cream
to.
Sometimes, right?
I prefer not to do
All right,
dairy.
prefer not.
Yeah.
What's your favorite pastime?
My favorite pastime is sitting at a beach with a book or listening to music. Yeah.
Pretty chill stuff.
Pretty chill. I mean, not complicated.
Most
of my life is complicated enough, so.
Secret snack. What's your secret snack?
Secret snack. I love little Ferrero Rocher chocolates.
I don't know any of these things you're talking about.
Oh my gosh, what? Are you living in the 21st?
I know Godiva, I know Lindt.
Okay.
But,
they're great.
They're chocolates?
You can maybe get some at duty free.
Oh,
yeah.
When I'm traveling.
When you're traveling.
Okay. Are they Russian or where
are
they?
No, I think I don't know. They're Belgian or Swiss.
All right. What's the last?
These are last 3 books?
Well, then you have mine, but
okay.
what's the last album you bought or streamed?
The last one I bought was Brett Eldredge's album.
Good. You like country?
I like this new album.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just
No, I'm not crazy about like deep country, but that was the last one that I bought.
All right. What item would you love to get your hands on if it went up for auction?
Either an Ed Rothko painting or a Picasso painting.
Those are both great choices. Biggest pet peeve?
When someone walks into an elevator before you walk out.
Okay. So you want just, simple
Like manners?
manners.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your favorite pizza topping? If you do pizza, because there is dairy involved.
Someone asked me the other day I did a Q&A on Twitter, and they asked me if I like pineapple. Do you like pineapple on your pizza?
Not on pizza.
Thank you, because I was going to say like this
No, I like pineapple, but not.
This interview's over. I either just a simple like a margarita or pepperoni. I mean, simple.
Yeah.
Yeah. But not pineapple.
No pineapple. The Hawaiian contingent may not be happy with that.
That's okay.
What was the last movie you saw in theaters?
That's a good question. It was so long ago, I don't remember. But I went to see The Glass Castle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you going to see Battle of the Sexes? Are you going to see that?
Yeah, I might go to the premiere tomorrow.
Oh.
I don't know yet. It
All right.
kind of depends if I'm still alive after today.
All right. I mean, Hollywood, you may as well do it. This is a weird. What color is your toothbrush?
It's white. It's a Sonic electronic toothbrush.
There you go.
Yep.
If you don't already sponsor her, Sonic, like let's get Max. Let's get on the Sonic.
He's sleeping over there.
Do you have any hidden talents?
Not really.
No.
Like I'm not that talented at
Book
those
signing.
things.
You're really good at that.
Yeah, book signing. I got
Book
my
reading.
autograph down, but no, I think I'm talented at being a tennis player, and I think
All right.
I'm all right with that.
Morning person or night owl?
Morning person.
Okay. What cause is dear to your heart?
What cause?
Yeah.
Like a charity?
yeah.
Yeah. I think my work with the Chernobyl affected areas is really close to my heart just because of the connection of my mom being pregnant with me when the explosion happened. So I feel like I've been able to contribute to those areas and the people and meet some of the families that were affected by it. And we provide art scholarships in some of those regions. So yeah, it's something that I'll hopefully continue to do more of, especially when I have more time after my retirement, which was, according to the book,
So it was supposed to happen.
to be now. But
We're playing until they burn all your rackets
Yep,
and cut
they-
down all the nets and
and I want to see them try.
yeah, until they stop you and I want see them try that. Last gift you gave or received?
Last gift I gave or received. Flowers. My fans sent me beautiful. My publisher, I got a lot of flowers in New York, which is we were saying this is so sad because I love flowers and it's sad when you have to leave them in a hotel room.
Yeah.
So I wish I could have shipped them to California, but that's the way it goes. The last gift I gave, I sent a friend of mine a book the other day.
This book?
No.
No.
Not this book. No. Something completely, very different. It was about dating.
All right, we have two more questions, and then we have another phone call.
Oh, okay.
So
That's
we're
great.
going to go through these quick because we've got Alan from Huntington Beach on the phone right
Alan,
now.
right.
Where do you want to go that you've never been?
The Seychelles. It's an island?
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Oh, good, okay. That's where I want to go, yeah.
All right, and how do you take your coffee?
I take my coffee with lactose-free milk and foam.
Foam? What's
Like
that?
foam, like,
Just like-
like cappuccino foam.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, lactose-free milk and foam. Alan, let's get
Does
Alan
anyone
from
wanna make
Huntington
me-
Beach.
Oh, hi, Alan.
Hi, Maria. How are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you? You've been on hold for 3 minutes. I'm so sorry.
3 minutes is nothing. For the opportunity to speak with
Oh my-
you, I'll wait 5.
Oh my God, you're so kind.
The game was only supposed to take 2 minutes.
When I wait 3 minutes to get on a call with anyone, I'm like, see ya.
Well, listen, after watching your first round match at the U.S. Open, which was a phenomenal match,
Thank
I
you.
think I can wait 5 minutes.
Oh,
to
thank you
do
so
my
much.
talk with you.
Thank you. I mean, I am signing books, and I hope that you get one of them, so thank you for waiting.
Absolutely. So before I ask my question, I
Okay.
did want to say congratulations on that match at the U.S. Open. It was clearly one of the best matches of the tournament, and your ball striking was absolutely phenomenal. I look forward to seeing more and more of that in the years
Thank
to
you.
come.
Thank you so much.
And
I'll
the other
thank
thing-
Robert Lansdorp for the ball striking.
The other thing I wanted to say is welcome back to the WTA Tour. You were very, very much missed, and you are very much needed. So
Thank
it's
you.
good to have you back.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
But the question I did have is, you've accomplished a tremendous amount in your life at a relatively young age. As you look forward, what do you want to accomplish in your life that you have not yet accomplished?
Gosh, we're going so deep.
Alan gets in
This
there.
is like,
Well,
this is,
hey, this is not, I'm not one of those top people from Tennis Channel.
I know, you should have, I just finished my interview with them. I'm exhausted. No, I think, look, even though, I mean, I still consider myself quite young, and I think I have many things ahead of me. I mean, I would love to see myself compete at a high level consistently for, you know, I don't want to put a mark on it, but for many more years. And whatever that means, I don't know. I don't think anyone knows. And I like that. I like the feeling of unknown, which is different to when I was younger. You know, just continue being committed to my sport, to my work, to the training. I think that ultimately gets me to the level with which I played against Halep without having any matches. And yeah, just travel around the world, do all those things. Maybe one day have a family at some point. You know, so all those great things that women have to look forward to.
Well, the reason I was asking is because the tennis to me is a given. But I was interested to see that I think you went to Harvard to take some classes, business classes, and it just seems that you have a lot more planned for your life
Thank you.
outside of tennis.
Yeah, I definitely do. I mean, there are business ventures that I want to be a part of, but I think that all takes time and you know, commitment. And when I work with people or put my name on something, I really like to be involved. And maybe that's like part of my control freak nature, but a lot of it just has to do with the fact that the results are very different when you are involved or not involved. And yeah, so that's important. But thank you so much for calling in. I really hope you enjoy the book.
I absolutely will, and best of luck for the rest of the
Thank you. Thanks for the call. Bye.
Take care. Bye.
That's fantastic. We had Alan from Huntington Beach. We also had a caller from San Antonio.
Yes.
Alana, I believe.
That's right.
You want to answer some more questions
Yeah,
from,
let's do
from
it.
your fans here?
Let's do it since I finished signing.
I like this one from Richard in Brooklyn. You're a Harry Potter guy, right? I read that in the book.
Yes.
Okay.
Love.
Which Hogwarts house would you be sorted into?
Oh, I mean, I think I would want to be with Harry, like wherever.
Gryffindor.
Yeah, like I
Okay.
think that I would want to be. No, I thought he was a very interesting character, and he was part of the cool club in
Yeah.
a different way. Yeah, I want to be there.
I mean, he was the main.
He was the main in the book, but he was a little he was
Totally.
nerdy and he was a little off.
Yeah.
But I think that would have been interesting.
But in the end, he took down Voldemort.
Of course.
So
yeah.
that you want to.
Well, that was inevitable.
That was
Yeah.
inevitable.
I mean, otherwise I would have been mad.
There didn't she writing another book after
I don't
that
think
or
it
something like
has. I don't know if it's connected.
that? Okay,
Yeah.
maybe a totally different thing. All right,
I mean, she
Gryffindor.
should just continue because that would do amazing. But she ended it.
How about you have a fan in Hong Kong that
Okay.
wants to know which match is the most unforgettable match for you?
Most unforgettable. I mean, the hardest match, like to handle the defeat of, was probably Justine Henin, and most of my fans know this because I talk about that match all the time. It was memorable because it was one of the longest of the championship's history. It was in Madrid, and I felt like I should have won that match, and I had her, and she's just always been such a tough opponent for me. Just our games in the beginning of my career never matched up well, and I would just always be so disappointed. But I was able to change that around. But that match was very significant, and it was physically hard, and just the quality I like coming off of a match, and of course you want to be at the winning end of it, but when you know that you've just given everything, like emotionally and physically, it's a really good feeling.
I think that speaks a lot to who you are, that your most memorable match is a loss and not a victory.
I mean, obviously Grand Slam finals are special because you have that like last point moment, but that was a memorable one.
All right, and obviously you have beaten her since then.
Yeah.
How about this one? It's also in the book as well, but how did you feel wearing the Russian suit, London 2012? This is one of your fans, Ruzba from France.
I liked it. You don't get to choose those outfits, so.
You also were the flag bearer, the first female flag bearer
right,
for
which
Russia.
was an amazing honor for me. I don't know. I thought it was all right. Like they fit. It was like wide trousers and a jacket and the hat. I like wearing hats. And I grew up watching the Olympics and like pretending like I was part of the opening ceremony parade. Like
really?
I would walk around my room during the parade when the Russian athletes were coming out, and I would like envision myself being one of them. And I'd ask my mom for a little hat. So, so that was just that was really, really cool.
Did you envision holding the Wimbledon rosewater dish up? Did you envision anything else of those type of things?
I really didn't. No, it's interesting because like no one. I mean, I didn't grow up watching a lot of television, so. Like I knew of Wimbledon and I understood how special it was because everyone, it was like the tournament that everyone would talk about, and the U.S. Open as well. But I never got a chance to really, I never envisioned myself holding that trophy until I did.
I thought it was an interesting part in the book when you were sitting in the locker room with Lindsay Davenport, Hall of Famer, also Tennis Channel colleague. And she told you that there was a cooler locker room for you to go to. But you had said earlier in the book that you found out that there were tiers of locker rooms.
Yeah.
So how did you not know when you're a top 16 seed not to go to the suite locker room?
I don't know. I was 17 years old. Like, I don't know that there's another locker room available. But yeah, that's one of the privileges of being a top seed at Wimbledon or being a past champion, is you get a chance to use this locker room that has its own like little stalls and bathtubs if you want to take a bath, which I don't really have the time to do
during a tournament?
During Wimbledon. Maybe an ice bath.
Sure.
You ask them to put some ice in there, fill it up with water. It's just a nice little addition. You don't get to, usually the locker rooms are pretty, basic.
Which slam or which tournament in general has the best facilities?
Wow, best facilities. I think the Grand Slams are doing really, really well. I mean, U.S. Open is growing every minute. I feel like they're improving. Oz is improving as well. You've got I didn't see it last year, but this year. Last year, so I don't know, I'm so confused.
2017.
Yeah.
This year.
Yeah, this year I didn't see it.
Past tournament.
Right, but I feel like they're always innovating, which is nice.
All right. Let's see. From Gregory in Mesa, Arizona. Have you been to Arizona before?
I've been to Arizona. That's where I did my shoulder rehab, but not
Mesa.
Not Mason. I've been to Mason, Ohio, which is
That's right, Cincinnati.
Not
Western
great.
and Southern Ocean. You write about that as well.
Could be better.
But the Grater's ice cream.
Grater's ice cream. I've skipped that the last few years.
Have you?
Yeah.
It's really good.
It's dairy.
Don't do the chili, though. Lindsay and I had a bad experience with
Chili
that.
ice cream.
No, just chili.
Oh, chili. Okay.
Yeah, Skyline chili. It was didn't sit too well.
Not good.
From Gregory, where does your unstoppable drive come from?
Unstoppable drive. I think just the resiliency that I had to build through just overcoming adversity. I think like when you're going through certain parts of your life without even knowing it, like you build like an immunity to circumstances. That's the way that I've seen like the tough moments, is like trying to, instead of just trying to figure it out, knowing that time will pass and you'll get through it and you'll overcome it. And while you're overcoming it, you're like building this, I don't know, this like toughness inside of you. So maybe that's where it came from.
How long did it take to write this from start to finish?
So I signed the book deal, from what I remember, in the middle of 2015, and I started working on it at the end of 2015.
All right.
So,
well, that wraps
2
up
years.
our live signing.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
Yeah, unless, do you have anything else to say to the people?
Some more book, but I guess we run out of books.
You've signed them all.
I've signed many books. We have like 700 other signed books, so I think everyone's Everyone's covered. But thanks, everyone, for being here today. And if you are in LA, please come to Barnes & Noble's tonight at the Grove, 7 p.m. I'll be there for a long time because I don't have an interview following it. So because then I'm done, back to training. But hope to see you there. Bye.
And she's playing in Beijing. That's her next tournament.
Right, in 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks.
We covered that.
Watch her there. SharapovaBook.com. Maria Sharapova, Unstoppable, her life so far.